Eris's mission was a success. I can't say I'm not impressed. Eris and I have never been afraid to do what needed to be done, regardless of the risk. And now we've captured the Taken King himself. I told Eris that fear is a warning. Correctly deployed, we can send that warning to our enemies. Now the Taken and the Dread hear it loud and clear. You know I was against bringing him here. Eris's throne world was our tactical advantage. But we had to move fast. That's what Eris did. She reacted, and now we have to adapt. This is an opportunity. We've got Oryx pinned. Hold him, Guardian.
And I am your end! Your false god cowers in her cyst world, scheming to profane a true throne! Defy me! Lift your blade to mine! Let their edges clash, and keen, and sing! Raise a head to the god of war!
With my own might would be a new triumph.
Then prove it is your own might. A victory while I am distracted by Xivu is worth nothing at all.
She would cleave your throne world for my dreadnought to steal me.
By rituals of battle, I presume. I have dealt with them before.
I've not seen these deeds. Not yours. Nor those of the Guardian you wield as knife. Evil Wrath must choose an altar rich with violence. Triumph again. I await it.
Guardian, there is a place deep in the Dreadnought that I know. You must halt what Xivu has begun. Or she may yet claim her prize. To our goal. Hurry. The Witch Queen's claws are taking hold.
Yes. Embrace my power, those knights. They were not taken by the sport, but within them I sense my will. Challenge them and die.
break the ritual. Now, Guardian! Hurry! It is done. Oryx's presence is contained, secure once more. It appears the progeny he spoke of was no other than Malak. It has been some time since that name was spoken. Recover it, so that we may learn its secrets.
Tisk, tisk. You're always meddling in other people's affairs. Normally I admire that type of gumption. It's why we get along. But stealing my son's head? This is below you. This time, you've crossed a line.
This time?
I warned you. I even tried to do this the nice way and leave your brand new throne intact. No more. Enjoy every hive in the vicinity descending on you. I hope you have an escape plan.
A nephew of Oryx, son to Savathun. He was partially taken. Perhaps we can procure a panacea for Sloane from this. Malak was one of the only taken to retain their will. They were a unique being, now reduced to an, albeit powerful, artifact.
Sloane is waiting for you, Guardian. Though we have the hilt, we still lack a shard. And so none but a taken hand will serve to reforge Willbreaker. And she is not completely taken. She will need your help. Our help. brittle steel breaks. Breathe deep. Hold gentle. Guardian! Destroy the Taken!
Teaches you to better understand their sway and pulse. The Dread congregate to make Oryx's high war theirs. Xivu Arath and Savathun prowl in the wings, waiting for opportunity. The Echo, even now, struggles for freedom. This will never end so long as the Echo exists. And I have no desire to spend my life a jailer. Go. Defeat the Dread. Preserve their tools. I have a plan. Strike Oryx from the Echo. Go!
I promised I would test you.
You will not triumph. I am your prison.
Everyone's here to throw a party, huh?
Got wind the leader of this bunch of Dread is around here too. Good. I'm not about to get in your way, hero. I can tell you've got murder on the mind. If you beat me to that son of a worm, you fire a couple extra shots for me. Got it? Keep moving.
Eris! Hey, Guardian! Shoot fast, you hear?
On his throne. You must pursue him, Guardian.
Saying, don't slow down, hero. Do you know how many hive a squirm is? It's a lot. Wouldn't say no.
Among navigators, and I am Bray! Ayat!
Looks like you're hanging in there. Glad to see it. We're past the point of being careful. Make sure the risks you do take are worth it. Strike first, strike hardest. And see the fight through, Guardian.
Oryx has stopped. And I have not yet seized hold of him. Catch up to him, Guardian, but remain wary. There is very little for him to gain by staying.
We are finished, Guardian. All slates wiped clean. No more old time's sake. You and I, we are not friends. Universe preserved. Witness dead. All that you begged me for, I have given. And it's still not enough for you, is it? All I asked was for you to stay away from my family matters. A simple request.
sense you there, Eris Morn. Heretic Queen. I sense you there, Eris Morn. Heretic Queen. Will you chain me again?
I can hold you long enough. I reach through my weapon even now.
I do not yield. But I have nowhere left to go.
grasp. I was so close. So close. And yet, you are right. We cannot take this risk any longer.
At least the stars will remember the shape I gave them.
His foundations were lies, and he was a traitor, even to himself. And yet, the edges of this plane are ragged where he stood. A monster. A piteous fool. A brother. Hayat.
And some folks... well... some folks just run. I went far. I had to. I couldn't look at the moon. The way I see it, the farther you run, the less likely you are to get stuck. But this universe tends to stop me in my tracks. One way or another. Something's out there, hero. It's throwing rocks at our window.